Welcome back for another video here, guys. We have a super exciting day planned. As you guys know, last time we wrapped up doing a ton of sports games for the Xbox 360. I think we did a whole bunch, PS2, all the PS3 stuff. You guys remember? I don't even remember. That was a little while ago. But we have a lot more left of it. As you guys know, we didn't get a chance to finish all of it. And there's still some behind me. Luckily, not all that sports stuff. Just a little stuff down here is sports stuff. So the goal for today is to finish up all that sports stuff and then ideally get working on some of the non-sports stuff here. I've already started here. You can see a little pile. I've got a few of them tested and working, but I figured I would take a quick break here to get some sales pulled. And I figured if I'm pulling sales, I might as well take you guys along for the ride. So I want to show you guys here real quick what sold. Again, I'm not going to throw anything up on the screen. I just shot a YouTube short for this. So you guys will see it come out here eventually and you can figure out the exact price for everything. But it is free shipping Tuesday. That's always exciting. So I made sure, and Airval and I had a discussion. We made sure to discount a whole bunch of items or set them to free shipping so then we could sell them during this time. And we managed to sell two things so far, and they're both in front of me here. So we're going to go ahead and get those guys packed up. We got to do it today because, again, free shipping Tuesday is only on Tuesday. And then also we have a whole bunch of games that sold over the weekend. So I'm going to take you guys through those right now. Check it out. PlayStation 2 here, not bad. I will tell you that I believe we sold that for $40 with free shipping. There's a massive stack of games here. Again, there's a video coming out about it, but they all sold for various amounts between probably $5 and $15. And then last but not least, we sold an Xbox 360 here. I'm about to get packed up. We sold this guy for $49.99 with free shipping. So that one and that one were both part of our free shipping sale. And I'm super excited to say that we did manage to sell them both. And we have a few other ones listed. Hopefully we can sell one more by the end of the day because between us we have 3 accounts. We've got both of our accounts and then there's a business account. So we should be able to utilize all of those to get our free shipping deals through. But with that, those are what we're going to be shipping out. And I got to get this stuff all packed before we can begin on working on all of that stuff. Well, it's actually the next day now, guys. I managed to get all that stuff dropped off at the post office. And what I want to share with you guys is I just finished testing all of the PlayStation 2 sports games. So that's good. That's done. There was one interesting one, though, that I wanted to share with you guys. This guy didn't work. It's like a combo unit, but the one disc here doesn't work. It just keeps going back to the start screen, or like to the load screen for the disc, but it's not actually loading in. So not sure what's going on there. NASCAR 08. I know these aren't very important or fun games either, but I want to share this because this is hilarious. I see this quite a bit. And on a valuable game, I might play around with it, but this is funny. This is like somebody got angry at the game and went crazy. Look at that disc. I mean, that is just brutal. Oh my gosh. So really hilarious. Yes, the JFJ maybe would have done something after 3 runs, but obviously for this game, it's not going to be worth my time. So those 2 are going out. The rest of them are all good. So we're going to get started here with those. I moved all the games over onto this table for now. Airval was here the other day helping us get the consoles listed. So now we have basically all of those done, which is super exciting. There's a few left, but most of the consoles now are at least drafted, so they'll be up in the next few days. But what we want to do now is we're going to start moving on to the 360 sports stuff. There's a little bit of Wii stuff that we can do here as well. And actually, I think that's then it for all of the sports stuff. Yeah, the rest of the stuff here is not sports stuff. So let's go ahead and get this stack done, and then we'll go ahead and photograph and list all of that stuff, and then we'll see what else we can move on to. Okay, and just like that, with a few more minutes of work, we managed to finish up all of the sports games, which has been a huge accomplishment here. There's actually a few more Madden 17s, I think they are, for the Xbox One that I haven't tested yet, but other than those, we're all done here. So we've got the stack of PS2 stuff, stack of Xbox 360 stuff, stack of Wii stuff. Interestingly enough, this was a PAL game right there. But other than that, they're all just normal stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take pictures of all this stuff now, and then we can get it all listed on eBay. Let me go ahead and do that. So I just wrapped up the photos. It's time for me to get this small stack of stuff listed. Actually, before I get going, though, I don't want to break out any more cardboard boxes yet. And actually, we may get around to this episode. I'll explain this here in a second. But we are getting pretty full in the other room. So I have this whole shelf, obviously all full of the wooden boxes. This one down here has that box, which is full of bags of Xboxes and bundles. Another Xbox there. This shelf is like, we got some consoles. We could make this more efficient, obviously. And then we've got new boxes down there. There might be some room to play with down there. So there's definitely lots of room, obviously. But I also have these 2 boxes right here, which are full, which don't really have a spot yet. And then we also just finished listing more console bundles. So we've been using the Value Village bags and just putting each bundle in a bag. And that's got all the things with it for each bundle. We still have our phones to put away. So we've got a lot of inventory organizing to do that I haven't got around to because we've been so busy listing. Nevertheless, I want to do something, I think, where we kind of consolidate some stuff here. So what I'm thinking is, first of all, I'm thinking about taking all these boxes. I keep wanting to say wood boxes. They're not wood boxes. They're cardboard boxes. I want to take all these cardboard boxes and maybe move them to that shelf right there and have that whole shelf with the cardboard ones. So then all the video games are along this wall. technically speaking, we'll probably have some extra ones, so we'll probably still need one of these shelves, but that would free up one whole shelf in here. And that shelf could be used for all those Xbox bundles and everything. And obviously we'd have to take the items off here and move them over here. But I think that would free up some more room. So we might get around to that. My only point being, though, that I started over here because I want to actually list to these bins again. Because they're starting to empty up. You can see some of them have, 4 or 5 games in them because they've been selling through. Some of them have a little more. Some of them have a little less. So we're going to be able to go through these all and just pick out some of the empty ones and go ahead and list a lot of our games to these bins. And yeah, I think that's gonna work better than breaking out new boxes. So we're gonna try that for now. All right, I'm gonna pick out a few different empty ones and then I'll get listing and I'll give you guys an update when we're done here. All right, guys, just wrapped up listing to all of these bins here. You'll notice that in each one, there's a few games usually at the front that are left over from whatever was in this bin before. So in each case, I think there was a couple left over, but for the most part here, these were filled up by the games that we just listed. If you guys are wondering, in total, we listed 40 games for a total of $156, just over that in a few cents. So not too bad at all. For about half an hour worth of listing there, it did not take me very long, which was great. And that stuff's all going to be added to inventory now. That's putting us very close to our active $10,000 listing goal that we were trying to hit by the end of this month, actually, which is going to be much sooner than we were anticipating. So that's super exciting. We're going to be at 10,000 probably here in the next, if I do a few more games today, maybe in the next couple hours, or if I do the inventory stuff and we end up doing some games tomorrow, we'll be there by probably, if not the end of this week, the end of next week. So very exciting stuff right there. And for anybody curious, 1,500 active items at the moment. We are looking to increase that every single day. And obviously we've been doing quite a bit of work to get up to that point, but we still have lots more. We've got about 500 or 600 games ready to go right now that will be added to that over the next coming weeks. And then we have some more games coming in. And we still have, I think, some more stuff probably hidden that hasn't been tested yet that I'm not counting in that initial 500 or 600. So we've got plenty more games that still are yet to get listed up onto the eBay store. So that's all listed. I want to take a break here and show you guys what's sold that I just woke up to this morning. So this stuff just sold overnight, so it's nothing too special here. But we did sell 4 items. First of all being NBA 2K11 for the PS3. Then we sold W2C World Rally Championship for the PS2. Then we sold Skate 3 for the PlayStation 3. And then finally we sold Ratchet & Clank all for... Done? No, all for 1. Oh my gosh, there we go for the PlayStation 3. That's it. 4 games. I'm going to go ahead and get those guys packed up, dropped off, and with that, we can now move on to whatever else is going to come of this episode. I also picked up a couple extra stamps at the post office yesterday just to go back to doing a few stamped games so I can take a break from dropping some games off if I just have a couple games without any parcels at to go. So let's just say I just have 2 games or even 4 games like we do today. They're all Canadian. I can just go ahead and put the stamps on them and not have to line up or do anything at the post office. So that's what I'm going to do today, and if there's a few other games, I can use these stamps towards those. Always good to have a couple extra, so I always try to keep a few on hand. If you guys didn't know, I stopped using the stamps because I found it was very difficult to actually get them in here and keep track of them all. I kept forgetting to reorder them and things, so I just sort of said forget it. I have a really fast post office that I found. I don't go to the same one that I used to go to, so I've got one with 2 tills. They're super, super efficient there, and I love going there. So they're able to hook it up. They know exactly what I need every time, so they just print them out, and I just tell them the number of things I'm shipping out. They'll just print me the number of stickers, and I put the stickers on there. So it takes 2 seconds. So that's why I've started doing that, and I can drop them off at the post office. However, if you guys don't want to line up at the post office and you want to go with just using stamps, if you're just shipping 100 to 200 gram oversized letter mail, you can use a combination of the $1.94s and the $1.30s. If you're just under 100, you can use just one of these guys. So this is what I've been doing. I have a whole video on it on my channel, but I brought a couple of these just as extras in case I don't want to go to the post office. Okay, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do now is actually work through some more video games. Now, you guys heard me talking about the shelves, but it's just not a good use of time, especially not in fourth quarter. Like, we just got to get stuff up. We can organize later. We can organize after Christmas, whatever. We'll probably end up organizing sometime later this week or whatever. But I want to focus on the games first. That's the priority. So I pulled out the stack of PS2 games, stack of Xbox games. I don't like the stickers I'm seeing. I'm not looking forward to any of this. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get all these guys tested and listed today as well. So about 40 minutes has now gone by, guys, and I had to discard a few games. There were some really badly scratched ones. There were some that weren't matching with the cases that are now going to be sold as loose games, but this is what we ended up with. So we've got a pile of PlayStation 2 games, a pile of original Xbox games. They all have the stickers removed. They're all ready to go, except for that one. I just noticed that. What the heck? I got to remove that one still. But these are all ready to be photographed. So I'm going to go up here next and get these guys all photographed, and then we can go ahead and get them listed on eBay. All right, so I just wrapped up photographing all of these games, so they're ready to get listed on eBay. Not unlike the sports games that we did, I've pulled out a few empty bins or half-empty bins, and these are the rest of them back here, lined up and ready to go. So I'm going to start listing. I'm going to try to get all of the games put away in these bins, and then we will be on our way. Well, guys, we did just manage to wrap up all of those listings. These 3 bins right here are the ones that I managed to use. I didn't even touch the 4th one. But we got a lot done. This was 30 games in total. Super excited that we got those all up, and we passed a big milestone. $10,000 in fixed price listings, just over it now, which is awesome. We are slowly making our way up, and this is just one more step the way there. And running off today with 1,597 items active, which means we are approaching on 1,600, not too bad at all. So for anybody wondering, those 30 games got listed for $181.70, and also the total was increased because Airval was doing some listings as well. So overall, we are seeing a huge increase in our listing totals, and we will continue to see that as we move on here over the next couple weeks. Also, guys, while we were listing today, we managed to sell 2 more items, so I figured I'd share them with you. We sold Need for Speed Undercover for the Xbox 360, and we sold NBA 2K14 for the 360. So I'll go ahead and get those guys packed up, but they'll be dropped off tomorrow. With that all said, guys, I'm super happy with the progress that we made today. I think I'm going to wrap up today's video here. Next time you may see me reorganizing some shelves, or you may just see me pumping up more listings on the eBay page. Who knows what's in store? Nevertheless, if you're not subscribed already, you should subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Also, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Any comments or questions, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to you. And with that, I will see you guys all in the next video.